Hey guys, it's me, Cathcart987, and I've had to redo the intro for this video because in the first intro I made, I hadn't actually, let's say, unleashed the slime's full potential because it wasn't actually stretchy. And then I discovered that I just needed to add more glue. That really was the answer to everything. So please, halfway through making your slime, when it crumbles, don't think that you've just mixed it wrong or something. You just need to add more glue. Incorporate more glue into the slime, and I can guarantee you it will eventually become stretchy and wonderful. Next up is the warnings. Please do not skip this part. I did use my bare hands and did not get any sores, but washing powder definitely is not good for your hands, so please be careful with that. And obviously, don't get this anywhere near your face, your mouth, your eyes, your nose. Just be very careful. Okay, so really quickly, let me just say, you want to get out your washing powder, you want to get out some water, you want to get out, obviously, some glue, and you will need quite a decent amount. Also, I recommend getting out about 3 bowls, 1 spoon to stir with. So, the thing about this is there is a very unlikely chance that your slime is just going to be perfect when you take it out of the water eventually, when you've made it. Usually, it will be really crumbly. You will need to add glue at that point. We'll get to that at the end. Okay, I'm just going to say it now. I recommend not skipping the video because another way your slime can get ruined is if you don't put the ingredients together properly. That is probably the main way where my slime generally doesn't work with the glue. Add in your glue. I'm only going to use a little bit. Now let's move that bowl aside and take in this bowl. This is some water. Yes, it has some earlier slime fails in it, but it is generally just water apart from the floating around bits that I have removed. Now, you are going to need your powdered detergent at this part. Measurements are important, however, I'm afraid I do not have the exact measurements. I have just been eyeballing it, mixing it together, and sometimes fixing things. You are going to need to stir this for an extremely long time. I reckon around about, well, for stirring this is long. It may take like 3 minutes to fully stir it, where all the particles of our powdered detergent is gone. Okay, so here I'm simply loosening up the glue, especially since I have some excess water in it, and then we're adding in our earlier mixture of our powdered detergent and water into this glue mixture. So hopefully all this while you guys are noticing that this is so crumbly, but still I managed to get it into that perfect slime because it's all about how I add the glue later on. I'm going to try this again and see if anything happens if I take the slime out earlier when it's first forming. You simply cannot take it out as it will just be glue. You just have to let it sit in and hope that it doesn't crumble too much. However, it seems as though this slime did. Wet floor. Now, as you can tell, I have an extremely crumbly slime. There is a very high chance that your slime will turn out like this too. You're going to need to take your glue and add as much of it as you possibly can. Okay, so here I'm just mixing it all in. Earlier when I said about having as much glue as you possibly can, you need to put it in small amounts, give the crumbly slime time to absorb it, then put the next batch in, and eventually it'll turn into a better slime. So thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you can all make your own slimes that turn out like this, or even this. Thank you guys! P.S. I hope your slime doesn't turn out like this. If it does, don't let it dry, just add loads of glue. If your slime crumbles and falls, just keep adding more glue. Do not try to add liquid starch or anything else, because it will just end up even worse. Especially if your slime turned out great. Do not try to add anything else like liquid detergent. It just isn't going to help. That's what happened to a perfectly good slime when I added liquid starch.